find a comfortable place where you won't be disturbed as you take a short time to escape from your normal waking consciousness and meditate on the second step. Sitting upright yet relaxed and comfortable, just gently close your eyes. Take a few deep breaths now. Breathing in through your nose and then releasing the breath slowly through your mouth. In through your nose and out slowly through your mouth. Continue to breathe deeply in this fashion, focusing on the breath as it enters through your nose and then slowly exhale through your mouth. Your muscles begin to soften and relax with each breath. With each breath, your mind becomes clearer and clearer, almost as if the very air you take in is sweeping, cleansing the thoughts from the screen of your mind. Each breath calming, relaxing you. And imagine or sense now that your body is surrounded by a protective sphere of light. A luminous bubble or sphere of shimmering light. And this sphere is just the right size for you to feel perfectly comfortable within. Inside this translucent bubble or sphere, you know that here you are safe and protected. And so you feel yourself relaxing even further now, knowing that you are safe. You feel yourself letting go, letting go. And imagine that you're now standing at the bottom of a beautiful staircase. You take another deep breath as you sit on the bottom stair and remove your shoes, setting them to one side. You now rise and begin to ascend the staircase to a sacred place. And the rhythm of your breath carries you up the stairs. With each in-breath, you rise higher and higher, allowing your breath to take you upward, upward, away from the world below. With each inhalation, you rise higher and higher up this stairway. And on your next breath, you arrive at a landing at the top of the stairs. Standing on this landing now, there is a door before you. And you see written on this doorway your name, your full name spelled out. So just imagine now that you are looking at each letter of your name spelled out on this door. You intuitively know that this is a doorway to a sacred place deep within your mind, an observatory where you can witness the thoughts that run across the screen of your mind. And so when you're ready, you swing the door open and step into this observation room. Inside this room now, you look around and see that there is a chair there for you, a place to sit. And before you is a large screen. And you can see or sense that there are words, symbols, and pictures moving across this screen. And as you sit down in this chair, this seat of consciousness, you realize that this is the screen of your mind before you, and the words, pictures, and symbols on it are your thoughts. Here, inside this special observation room, you can see your thoughts spelled out and running across the screen in front of you now. And so you breathe deeply and just settle into the chair, remembering that you have come here to be restored, to ask your higher power to restore you to sanity. You know that your addictions and obsessions have skewed your entire perception of the world, of people, places, of things and situations. And so now you come to a place in your program to address your thinking, your sanity, turning it over to a power greater than yourself, knowing that letting go of your old ideas is essential, and that the result will be nil until you let go absolutely. So much of the insanity in our lives is caused by our own thinking patterns. And so take another deep breath as you sit in the seat of consciousness. Just be the observer of your thoughts. And notice if any thoughts connect to or bring up emotions or sensations in your body. Just sit and witness what comes up on the screen of your mind, knowing that you have a consciousness that is separate from your thoughts. And gently observe without judgment what some of the thoughts that run across the screen of your mind are when you're angry. Just identify them now without judgment. Ask yourself, what are some of the things you say to yourself when you are hurt or sad? What are the thoughts that come when you're feeling pain or self-pity? What are the thoughts that accompany feeling defiant and self-righteous? Just observe them without judgment. Just witness the thoughts and thought patterns. Taking another deep breath, notice the thoughts that are repetitive in your mind day after day. And now, taking another deep breath, just let all of those thoughts go. And as you imagine that screen of your mind, see it now with more and more blank space on the screen. The images, words or pictures are fewer and fewer until finally you are looking at a blank screen. Now, having let go absolutely, you've created a space within your mind for your higher power to now enter. And so you now call on that power, the divine intelligence, wisdom, grace, and guidance of your higher power to restore you to right thinking, to bring you a healed perspective. Invite your higher power in now to clear away the fear-driven defenses and self-pity, to restore you to a sane perception, to heal the old ideas of shame, blame, denial, and self-righteousness. And this step requires trust. So breathing deeply, ask for the ability to trust as you take this step, saying to yourself, I am willing to believe that a power greater than myself can restore me to sanity. Yes, I am willing to believe that a power greater than myself can restore me to sanity, to right thinking, and to a sane perception. And by your invitation, the magnificent light of universal wisdom, all-knowing creative intelligence of your higher power can flow into you now. The healing life force energy moves to you, sparkling around you and comforting you. Feel it enter through the top of your head, bathing your brain cells in love and light. Experience it flowing down your neck, energizing and restoring, revitalizing as it tingles down your spine, running through your nervous system, bringing a deep sense of calm and peace. Feel it filling and healing your heart space, calming your fears. Experience it now expand throughout your entire being, extending all the way to your fingertips and down to your toes, as this wisdom fuses with your body's own intelligence. Breathe in this restoration. Breathe in the healing force. Feel your wholeness. Allow yourself to just float in this state of being bathed in love and light, grace and guidance. to hold you and comfort you. Divine wisdom, healing, and wholeness are here for you whenever you ask. Whenever you feel frightened, angry, anytime you are not at peace, you can practice the second step using your willingness. You can say to yourself and to your higher power, I believe that there is another way to look at this. I am willing to release my fear-based thoughts and reasoning. Yes, I am willing to see things in a new way. Our thoughts and our perceptions lead our lives in so many ways. And if you desire a life different than it has been in the past, you must be willing to think differently, in a new way. Know that when you are disturbed, you have the ability to stop, breathe, and say, I am willing to think about this person, place, or situation in a new way. Restore me to a sane perception, to sanity. In each moment we have a choice to think solely with our human mind or to connect with the wisdom of your higher power. You don't have to go it alone. This power is always here for you. And by practicing this step, you will now move forward on an inspired plane and find that you will have a profound alteration in your reactions to people and situations. You will experience a new attitude and outlook on life. Through this step, you will intuitively know how to handle situations that used to baffle you, and you will see that this connection with your higher power can do for you what you could not do alone. And so now you prepare to leave this special place. You rise from that seat of consciousness and move back toward the door that you came through. And as you move through the doorway, you leave, knowing that you can return here in the blink of an eye at any time. You can be back here in the seat of consciousness, tapping into divine wisdom and guidance. And so imagine now that you've moved through the door and you begin to move down the stairs now, and your breath takes you downward. So with each exhalation, you move downward, coming back to your normal waking consciousness. Take a few more deep breaths. With each exhalation, you move downward, until you come to the last 3 stairs, 3, 2, 1, and you see your shoes right there where you left them. And so you sit on the bottom stair and put your shoes back on, symbolizing that you are returning to the present time and space, knowing that you return restored, renewed, and revitalized. So just wiggle your fingers and toes, and when you're ready, you can open your eyes.